something that somebody's going to sing and make meaning and earn a living from it. It only takes an exceptional person to be able to do that, especially when those songs are being done by the best in the country. Without much ado, I want to introduce you to a great gentleman. John K is his artistic name, but organically he's called Katerega, to help you get a sense of identity, where he comes from. And in 2017, John won the Best Songwriting Award from the High People Awards. And in 2021 again, he made a name by being the best gospel artist, gospel songwriter. And now that puts him in an exclusive level. And I just saw that I make mention, he's just not only handsome, but 80% of the ladies that sing in this country have had an opportunity to work with him in terms of writing for them songs. So again, there's a lot of stuff that's exceptional about my guest, with whom I'm going to have a great conversation with. Welcome. John, how are you doing? I feel like I'm in celebrity circles when I begin to meet with people like you who write songs, people like, Irene, all these great names, Spice, Diana, and just to begin our conversation, give us a little bit of a background of your music history and how you found yourself as a songwriter.
Wow. First of all, I want to thank God that I am here. On the 21st April 1992, I was born. So, yeah, just like the moderator today has given just a brief background of who I am. My name is Katerega John. I am a Mlangida. My tribe in Uganda. I am an industrial and organizational psychologist by profession. Yeah, and I enrolled recently for copyright experts with Harvard University, but with an affiliation with Copyright Institute Uganda. I want to be an expert in copyright, which is our line of functionality. And at the same time, I am a board member at the National Culture Forum. So the church contributed in a way that I used to write songs for the choir, yeah, and in a way that gave me confidence that I would actually come up with very, very beautiful songs. So every single time the choir stood to sing songs that I've written.
So many of us here have never written songs.
Sure.
And the guests that are listening here online don't even understand how you begin to write songs. And many times we talk of writing, it's a very, very difficult process to submit. Could you please get us through your songwriting process? Some people write better when on their back. Some people write at night. Some people carry pen along. So what's your songwriting process like?
It is very, just like you're trying to tell us about how this discipline is kind of new to society. Very many people think, it's the performers that take all the credits, yeah? Because at the end of the day, the society may not want to know who is behind all that. But you realize the songwriters do a very, very tremendous job. Why? We all know, before you write, you need to be inspired. Yeah? You need to be inspired. And inspiration is something that you do not, you cannot say, now I am waiting to be inspired. Yeah? Anything can catch your eye. Yeah? Because someone will be there and look at the flowers. And only that, you will need very, very, very extra mind to understand that out of these flowers that I'm looking at, I can create a beautiful song. So the writing process does not begin when you get a pen and put on a paper. It begins through collecting a lot of moments into your head, and you find them very interesting to be written about.
So by the time you begin writing, you've had your reflection. Some people say they think better when they're writing. What is it for you?
Okay, here is the thing. You cannot write what you don't know. Yeah? I get to write a song. I get to put the song on a paper. Yeah? When I have written almost 70% of it on my head. Even thinking. For example, I'll give you a very okay, the experience. I'll share the experience later. But the writing process begins with inspiration. It begins with that eye-catching moment that makes you think you need to share it with so many people. You understand? So as I am walking, as I am working, as I am doing everything, my mind is working. It is looking for an X factor. It's looking for that point of inspiration that I will write about, and someone will be like, oh, wow, it's really, really new. You very well know that, I should say originality is way overrated in a way, because people think originality is so much about what has not been done. Yeah? Creating what has not been done. And yet, when you look at creativity and originality, creativity in terms of originality, it is more of getting what has been done and do it your way, and make your own creation.
Okay, if you get part of the work that I have done,
Yes.
and you create it and becomes yours, do you give the person credit, the one whose works you borrowed?
Not really. Why? Because I am not going to do you. I'm not going to do what you have done. Yeah? But finding another perception, yeah, of what you did. Yeah? Because literally, creativity, for example, you can't say I'm going to create a song that has never existed. No. No. But finding maybe what this person did do right.
So you identify a niche.
A niche.
Yeah, that has not been tackled.
That has not been tackled.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then you want to execute it. You understand? And in a way, people are going to look at the kind of creativity in you. Yeah? In terms of, because every one of us has sung about love. Every one of us has written about love. Yeah? So do we want to say that the first person that wrote about love, whoever came after, is a copycat?
So let me put it this way. In Uganda,
Yes.
we have had very many incidences where you hear so and so picked my song. You know what's happening with the radio whistle
Sure.
after he has left,
Yeah.
after he's passed on. Or that used to be my song. So and so picked my song from the studio. And then we're talking about originality here. What are your thoughts about these many incidences of people stealing from each other?
Yeah.
You know, what are your thoughts as a writer?
Yeah, it so happens that in Uganda we have I shouldn't say a shortage of talent, no, but it is in Uganda people do music not because of the passion they have for music, but because they need to survive. Yeah, many people in Uganda do music for survival. Yeah. So for a person looking for survival, they will not be in position to respect creativity because they will want something that will make them suit or that will make them serve the market easily. Yeah. So that is why you will see there are many challenges of that kind, that someone will not want to stress themselves to think and create.
But let's what makes a good song?
Okay, a good song is very different from a hit song. Yeah, we should be very observant and take the difference.
A good song is different
From a hit song. There are many hit songs that are not good songs. Yeah, a good song, it is one that has music is about communication. Yeah? And we all know what communication is. What would communication be? Communication is more about sending and receiving over what? Over message. Yeah? There are many songs whose stories cannot be explained by the listeners. Yeah? But these songs have really made it to the charts. Yeah? There are those songs that have taken up the billboards. Yeah? That you cannot literally say, wow, I understand this is what you are saying. Yeah? So that was a hit song. Yeah? But the elements of a good song, it is a song that is relatable. Yeah? One, when a person listens to a song, they want to understand the story they are that we're trying to bring up. Yeah? Then two, they want to relate with this song. There are songs that you listen to and you feel like, yeah, now this person must have been in my world. This person must have been in my shoes. You understand? So there are so many elements that, and a good song still is one that doesn't mind, yeah, the kind of groove, the kind of beats, but the right words that are going to be used for society.
You know, my audience is not as schooled in music, and I told you that the music industry, especially songwriting, is a new one.
Yeah.
Often you have a good song that you say this is a good song, and then this song is a hit song, not good but a hit song.
Okay, you know we are on record, so it becomes so hard.
Yeah.
We are on record.
You do not want to be critical, right?
No.
Yeah.
You know, I believe as writers, your analysts who can understand by the kind of characteristics or examples I give for what a good song should be. A good song, one, should have a message, yeah, that it carries. You understand? It may be anything, any message of whatever, political, social, you know, whatever. It should be understood. Someone should be able to just imagine, yeah, as a writer, as a book writer, as an author, writing about something no one understands. Yeah? And that book may come, and because it has a very enticing title, yeah, it hits the charts. Yeah? Before someone takes it home to read, to understand what it is about, they will go by the what? By the title. You understand? So, now, just imagine, it is the same scenario that comes to the song. Yeah? A song may have a very nice title. A song may have very nice beats. You understand? But it may not actually do anything like a communication.
Mr. John, have you ever written a hit song?
I've written many. A good song can turn into...
Again, give it to me. Give it to my audience.
Okay.
What are the 1, 2, 3 hit songs that you did?
Okay.
For my audience to predict between a good one and a hit song.
Okay. Yeah, a song like Kwagala Nyo, a song like Siriam Kisa, a song like Lean on Me.
What is the lyric? A bit of the lyrics.
The lyrics.
Otwandeko chimu.
Is it Siriam Kisa, who I'm meant to be? Onjaga Deneta, Sitaku Kisa, you're all I need. Something. You know, it's too much. So these songs, why I call them good songs, because even if right now you go back and listen to these songs, they still make a lot of meaning. You understand? They still, you will think these are songs I've written yesterday. Yeah? So because there is longevity, the longevity aspect in these songs, it makes them good songs. You understand? But there are songs that you write and it has a lifespan of only 2 weeks. Yeah? And our industry has been characterized of those so many songs. That they come this week, someone listens to a song today, and that will be the end. He will not want to listen to that song again. Simply because they have failed to understand, they have failed to relate with the song. Yeah, and those songs normally have an element of, it's a genre of music called the bubblegum music. Yeah, bubblegum music, just like bubblegum. When you chew it, yeah, at the moment you throw it, it's not of any use. So with that kind of song, we have so many hit songs that have the bubblegum kind aspect.
Good. Let's look into your the type of songs you write. You in 2021 you won the best gospel artist.
Sure.
You know, and then in 2017 you made you won the best songwriter for with the High People team, right?
Sure.
Now this looks like the Christian kind of music, and then there's contemporary kind of music. How do you balance the two when writing?
People have failed to understand the difference or the literal difference between the word gospel and secular. Yeah? People have placed or have given the gospel an element of sacredhood. Yeah? It is sacred. When you talk about gospel, it should be anything to do with heaven. You understand? But and yet this is something to do with good news. Gospel is good news, and secular is something that is actually not of God, but not talking about God. Anything, the jobs that we are doing are secular jobs. You understand? Whatever is being done out there is secular, but then in a way there is an element of sacredhood they place on these words to make secular satanic. Then gospel, God. You understand? So that's the kind of mindset that has been fed in people. Now, I want to ask you, sir. You have a wife, right?
Yes, I do.
You're a Christian, right?
Yes, I'm Catholic.
Beautiful. What could be these words that you told to your wife that lured her onto your side?
Well, there are very many words.
Okay, fine. Okay, beautiful.
Tell us.
Was there anything like God loves you?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Yeah.
It was something to
Like,
do
I
about
love you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love you. Yeah. Now, it so happens that Christians think everything that we have not talked about God is secular. Yeah. Living or forgetting, yeah, the universality nature of God and the kingdom of God. The Bible says that everything on earth belongs to the Lord. You understand? So love can be best explained and understood by a Christian.
So as a Christian,
Yeah.
and you just agreed you're a church boy.
Sure.
You know, you see no problem with secular music.
No, here is the thing. It is about the message that you put out. Yeah, there are many people in the churches who think are doing gospel music, but they're not. You understand? You will find someone doing an inspirational song, disguising for a gospel song. You understand? So it's about the message that you put out. You understand? Just like someone waking up one morning and saying, there is a difference between politics and leadership. Eh? Is there a difference?
Yes,
There is a difference, right? Could you be very significant in making one?
the difference.
Yeah.
Well, politics is a science that involves not necessarily using the right means to an end, you know. But the leadership is the practice. But with leadership, is the practice of getting people to where they need to go.
Isn't that politics as well?
Sometimes, you see, the one of politics is getting yourself where you want to go. You know?
Okay, fine.
My understanding
It's
of
out
politics,
of politics that we get leadership.
you get yourself where you want to go. Leadership, you get the people where they want to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
into politics, of course. So I think the biggest challenge is about the mindset. Yeah, it's about the mindset of people not actually understanding when it's secular, satanic. Yeah, and when it's secular, good. Because your job, yeah, the jobs that you do, let's say as like an accountant, yeah, in a way you can do it in a bad way, just like the Mabati circle. You understand?
Oh.
But there are people that have learned in a godly way. You understand? So it's about understanding how best do you put out a message. It's not anything to do with a religion. It's not anything to do with a believing inclination.
So, listeners, you have heard for yourself, you are going to live a secular life, and it's still a Christian life, and there's absolutely no problem.
No, because I want to ask from the audience. Let's say, when does a book of a pastor become a gospel? A book that he has written.
It depends, because you can write one that is
Beautiful. It is about the message. Yeah? But a pastor can write a secular book about business. A pastor can write a secular book about love. You understand? So, it's about the message.
Good. That looks good. So, many times in our artistic world, in the creative industry, we write from our personal, our personal encounters inspires our music. Have you had that kind of inspiration?
Sure.
Which song was that?
It's a recent song. I don't know whether my audience knows this girl. She's called Chosen Becky. Yeah, Chosen Becky, no? Yeah, I've written her song. It's called Tochu. Yeah, Tochu. And I wrote it to so many people think it's a relationship of a man-woman. No? But this song is about my daughter. While I was lying in the couch, very, of course, tired, she came and she was like, she slept on top of me. I held her, she told me, that I love you. And in a way, only that statement made me realize so much, made me think beyond, this statement. I realized, one, the mother, could simply get another man, to get another daughter or son, But this daughter simply had me, that in any way she would never change for another father. You understand? It would be actually just me. You understand? So I felt like, wow, is there a better way of trying to keep this love, this bond and love very intact? So that is when I wrote this song, Tochuka, in a way of, wow, because I felt it deep, yet to one extent I had to drop a tear. I felt it real, that so many people tell us they love us, but these are people that can turn into, they can love some other people later. You understand? But your daughter and son is one that has permanent, because they will never have any other father or mother. So when I wrote this song, in fact, when I began writing it, I reflected on this daughter, and particularly this song was about the love that I have for my daughter. But so many people, it worked for them as if it was for a man-woman relationship.
Yeah, like most writings, many people like to interpret it the way they see
Sure.
it.
And the intent of a writer does not, it's not responsible for what you perceive, the different meaning that you get out of it.
How do you balance this? What inspires you to say this is going to be a Uganda song and then this is going to be an English song?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. In Uganda, in my, when you want to be successful, the first thing that you have to do is to identify a problem to solve. So while I was listening to so many songs then, they were typically Uganda songs, yeah, and to some people they did not appeal, yeah, to some people that are non-predominant Uganda people. So I was like, you know what, John, you need to do something about this. So I began writing songs that have both English and Uganda, yeah, in the same phrasing, yeah. But many times while writing, we need to understand there is an aspect of emotion, yeah. Some words will sound very heavy in a local language, yeah, and the other will sound so sweet in a foreign language. Yeah. So you realize if you want to make the right emotion, yeah, it is made by the right language.
I want to ask you, have you arrived? You know the Ugandan feeling of arriving. Arriving. Do you feel like you have arrived?
Okay, thank you.
After winning all these awards and stuff.
I think I'm just beginning. Yeah, I'm just beginning because whatever I want to achieve, I have it. While I was beginning to write, I set a target. I was like, when I write for Irene Namubiru, then she was the biggest artist, Irene and Juliana. I say to myself, if I ever write for Irene Namubiru a song, yeah, I'll stop writing because I will have achieved it all. But here, it all happens so fast that she's one of those fast that I wrote. So I was wondering whether I should stop. Yeah. So I realized that set a very cheap goal. Yeah. It was very, very at my exposure. Yeah. So I now realize that I have so much to achieve. To one extent that I want to expand from the national level to one international level. Last year when I visited Malawi, South Africa, and Ghana, and I had chance to work with some artists there, and there is a way they were so welcoming. Up to now, we still work. Yeah. While in South Africa, I get to meet Busy Singing. You know Busy Singing? Yeah. So he tells me I have my daughter in the US. He began singing, and I would love her to take on the African feel of writing. So I want you to work with him. So with her. So I get to realize that it's still so much for me to explore and do. I haven't achieved because the highest accolade in music should be a Grammy, yes. And I have not even gotten a BET. So why should I rest?
So that has been the pleasurable side of your work. What is the most challenging part of what you do? Like dealing with a difficult person. Have you ever had one?
As psychology says, the first law of psychology is all people are different. Yeah, and you cannot expect to have a cake from everyone. Yeah, I have had it hassled out with the biggest challenge that we have in this industry. I'm sorry that I'm mentioning the problem.
No, don't be apologetic. Help us know a problem.
It's ignorance. Okay. Yeah, ignorance within our industry. It is where I would say it in Uganda. You understand Uganda?
No, I don't, but my audience does.
Okay, it is where we have people that abamanyi, tibamanyi, nenga tibamanyi.
I was just waiting for that word, chalo, malo, something like that.
Here is a person who thinks they know it all, but in actual sense, they really don't know. Yeah. You struggle to fight that kind of mindset because that mindset grows into what we term as ego. yeah? They want to place themselves so above, yeah? And you realize you will want to tell this person, you know, I don't know, my audience should be a witness. Most of the songs today focus on two things. If it is not a mukolo, it is a chibala. Yeah? Most of the hit songs that we have in the country, it is a mukolo song or a chibala song. Yeah? So you realize that with the egocentrism in the artist, they will not want to try something better than that. You understand? And one of the reasons as to why we do not do music that go beyond the international level, it's because our kind of messaging is a bit personalized to our country. It's not generalized. Yeah? That when you write, you are writing targeting people in Chikugo. Yeah? Now, what about the people in Abuja?
But I thought that was the thing that was making Ugandan music sell among anything.
Okay, music should be general.
What then would you say about Lingala music where nobody understands what they already do?
Okay, beautiful. But I hadn't finished with the other question. Now, you get to realize that as a songwriter, there are so many songs that you will write. Very beautiful, with very good message. People love obscenity, you know, and you keep wondering, what is going on with our country?
It looks like one of the ways of making hit songs, right?
Yeah, it's one of the ways nowadays. And yet it's not right. So you get to realize someone will come to you. The biggest challenge that I find is someone coming to me and telling me, you know what, John, I need a song like Baloba. I'm like,
That's by Chameleon, right?
no, that's by Mudra. And I'm like, okay, how am I even going to think about Baloba? Because with my kind of intelligence and IQ, a word like Baloba will not cross to my mind. Why? What does it mean, according to you?
Well, I know the Balo of Chameleon and what you're talking about.
Which Baloba?
This one is Sergeant Karamoja.
Oh, no, that's Wale Wale.
Wale Wale, okay.
Yeah. So there is a big song nowadays, Balo Balo. Balo Balo.
I think it became the 5 years ago.
Yeah, so you get to realize if I am writing, you know, there is what we call freestyle writing. Yeah? Freestyle writing has overpowered and covered, yeah, the whole creative industry. You will realize that it's something that someone will only wait for a word to come into their head. Yeah? Anything, any sound, yeah? Nowadays there is a song called Impede. Impede. Fumita, fumita, impede. Kona, fumita, impede. So you will realize that it is a song that is as a result of freestyle. You understand? It's not one that you're going to think and you're going to sit and think. Yeah. So I always get challenges with a person that comes in that angle.
Okay. Have you ever reached that point where you felt like giving up?
Definitely.
You know,
Many times.
So what was that moment? And of course, what advice do you want to give to aspiring songwriters?
This is one of the biggest challenges that we have in Uganda. And the challenge is copyright. Copyright, in its totality, should be protected to the creators. Yeah? To the creators. Apart from the neighboring rights, yeah, that protect the performance. Yeah? But the creators have really, have you, now when I create a song, you sit back, one, you will be happy by the fact that this song is playing, this song has touched hearts, but it's not making economic sense. You understand? So we have written songs, for example, all these songs that I mentioned to you, the Sibi Amukisa, the Tochuka song, the Songa song, they are in 1 million views on YouTube. Yeah? 1 million views. But you can imagine, these people, the artists are paid. yeah, for the million views, yeah, from YouTube. They are paid. But then an artist will only consider the initial deposit they gave you for the song. You understand? If, for example, you had a negotiation like a million or 2 million shillings, yeah, that will be the end. However much someone gets something like 45, 100 million, yeah, it will be about that initial deposit. So the biggest challenge is copyright. And in a way you feel many times, you know, you can, at the beginning stage, you will be happy that, okay, I am getting this small money, the 1.2 million, you'll be happy at the beginning. But when a song begins making economic sense, yeah, then you will begin the crying. Why? You will see an artist prospering, yeah. Out of that very song, an artist will stage a show. You understand? And the show will generate an artist something like 400 million. You understand? And all you have is the other million. So in a way, you feel very, very discouraged at the end of the day. You are like a teacher who taught a president. Yeah, you will be so. So in a way, at one point, I felt like, man, this is not working out so well. I think I'd rather do something.